Composition of functions. Now let's take two functions f from x to y and g from y to z. Okay, this is x, y and z. F is a function from x to y. So here a maps to x, b and c maps to y. Similarly, it is a different function. Y is a function from, g is a function from y to z. So here x to r, y to q and z to p. Now I combine these two functions. Okay, the function f's codomain is the domain in the function g. Right, now I map it. So f and g are two functions here. Now I define a new function h from x to z. Okay, it is a combination of these two. So h is a function from x to z. Okay, so h should come from x to z. Okay, so now we have to find the images for all the elements. So h of a is equal to a maps to x, but now x maps to r. So h of a is equal to r. B maps to y. So h of b is equal to b maps to y and y to q. So h of b is equal to q. Similarly, h of c is equal to c maps to y and again y maps to r. Y maps to q. So h of c is equal to q. H of c is also equal to q. This function h is known as the composition of two functions f and g. Okay, this function h is known as the composition of two functions f and g, and we write it as h of x is equal to g of f of x. Okay, g of h of x is equal to g of f of x, and it is known as h is equal to g composite f, and it is the composition function. The composite of two functions are known as g composite f. If f and g is a function from r to r are defined by f of x is equal to mod x plus x and g of x is equal to mod x minus x, find g composite f and f composite g. Okay, so f is a function from r to r and g is also a function from r to r, real valued functions. Okay, so now the definition, the functions f of x is equal to determinant x plus x and g of x is equal to determinant x minus x. First we will define mod x. Mod x, the value of mod x is plus x if x is greater than or equal to 0, minus x if x is less than 0. We know if we give a negative value into a modulus function, it will become positive. Okay, so plus x if x is greater than or equal to 0 and negative x if x is less than 0. Okay, so now we'll rewrite the function f of x with these two conditions. Okay, so f of x is equal to x plus x. Okay, so x plus x if x is greater than or equal to 0. F of x is equal to mod x plus x, but mod x is plus x if x is greater than or equal to 0. So if x is less than 0, mod x is minus x. So minus x plus x, that is equal to 2x if x is greater than or equal to 0 and 0 if x is less than 0. Okay. Now similarly, the same condition suits here for modulus x. So g of x is equal to mod x minus x. So if x is greater than or equal to 0, mod x is x minus x. Similarly, if x is less than 0, mod x will become minus x. So minus x, again minus x if x is less than 0. It is equal to x minus x, it is 0 if x is greater than or equal to 0, and minus 2x if x is less than 0. Okay, this is g of x and it is f of x. What we have to find now? We have to find g composite f and f composite g. So first we'll calculate g composite f of x. So g composite f of x is equal to g of f of x. Okay, g of f of x. G composite f of x is g of f of x. So if x is greater than or equal to 0, if x is greater than or equal to 0, g of f of x. Okay, that is equal to, if x is greater than or equal to 0, g of x is greater than or equal to 0, like f of x enaduma 2x. So g of 2x. Okay, f of x is equal to 2x if x is greater than or equal to 0. So for the first condition, now we are finding g of f of x. Okay, so g of f of x, instead of f of x I am writing 2x. Why? Because the condition is x greater than or equal to 0. Hope you can understand. Now g of 2x, the condition is f of x greater than or equal to 0. So when x is greater than or equal to 0, g of x is equal to 0. So g of 2x is equal to 0 if x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, now if x is less than 0, g of f of x is equal to g of, what is f of x when x is less than 0? It is 0. So it's g of 0. Okay. So if x is less than 0, g of x is minus 2x. Okay, if x is less than 0, g of x is minus 2x. So here also minus 2 into, here x is 0. Minus 2 into 0, so it is also equal to 0. So g of f of x, when x is greater than or equal to 0, it is 0. Similarly, when x is less than 0, that time also it is 0. Now we have to find f composite g of x. F composite g of x is equal to f of g of x. Similarly, for the two conditions we are going to find. So if x is greater than or equal to 0, if x is greater than or equal to 0, that is equal to f of, what is g of x when x is greater than or equal to 0? It is 0. So f is 0. Similarly, when x is greater than or equal to 0, now it is f of 0. It is 2x, that is 2 into 0, that is equal to 0. So f of g of x is equal to 0 if x is greater than or equal to 0. Similarly, if x is less than 0, f of g of x is equal to f of, what is g of x if x is less than 0? Minus 2x. So f of minus 2x, when x is less than 0, f of x is equal to 0. So f of minus 2x is also equal to 0 if x is less than 0. So it is also equal to 0. So in the four composite functions, in the four conditions, we get 0. F, G, H are real valued functions on R. prove that f plus g composite h is equal to f composite h plus g composite h. What can you say about f composite g plus h? Justify your answers. First, we have to prove f plus g composite h is equal to f composite h plus g composite h. The both f, g and h are real valued functions on R. Okay, so now we have to prove f plus g composite h is equal to f composite h plus g composite h. F plus g composite h is equal to f composite h plus g composite h. So, I'll take the left hand side first. F plus g composite h of x is equal to f plus g of h of x. That is equal to f of h of x plus g of h of x. I'll bring it in. Okay. So this is equal to f composite h of x plus g composite h of x. That is equal to f composite h plus g composite h of x. So f plus g composite h of x is equal to this. That implies f plus g composite h is equal to f composite h plus g composite h. Okay. So now, what can you say about f composite g plus h? Now, they are asking that what can you say about f composite g plus h? So, f composite g plus h, we have to find what it is. So, f composite g plus h of x is equal to f of g plus h of x. That is equal to f of g of x plus h of x. That is equal to f of g of x plus f of h of x. It is equal to f composite g of x plus f composite h of x. So, here f composite g plus h of x is equal to f composite g of x plus f composite h of x. So, that is equal to f composite g plus h is equal to f composite g plus f composite h. Look at this two mark. So, f plus g composite h is equal to f composite h plus g composite x. H. Similarly, f composite g plus h is equal to f composite g plus f composite h. Here, the plus is coming in the first and then composition function. Here, the composition function of these two addition of functions. Okay. So, these two are not equal. Here, you get f composite h plus g composite h. But here, f composite g plus f composite h. So, with these two reasons, with these two conditions, we conclude that f plus g composite h is not equal to f composite g plus h. Both are different. They are not same. So, f plus g composite h is not equal to f composite g plus h. Inverse of a function. Now, look at this definition. Let f is a function from x to y be a bijection. The function g from y to x, here it is x to y, but g is a function from y to x defined by g of y is equal to x if f of x is equal to y. is called the inverse of f, and it is denoted by f inverse. F is a function from x to y. G is the reverse function. So we call it as inverse function and we denote it as f inverse. For that, f should be a bijection. Okay. Now, so the inverse functions are called as invertible. Now, if a function f from x to y is invertible, that is, there exists a function g from y to x such that g composite f and f composite g. See, g composite f is equal to I of x, that is some identity function. Similarly, f composite g is equal to iy, and it is also an identity function on x and y respectively. So, if g composite f is equal to some identity function and f composite g is also equal to some identity function, then we call f and g are inverse function. G is called the inverse of f. Okay, and g is denoted by f inverse. This is also a definition for invertibility. Okay, or inverse of a function in terms of the composition. Okay, composition of functions we have studied. So, this is also the definition for inverse of a function in terms of composite functions. Okay, so this definitions we will use to prove many problems. Okay, similarly the next definition 1.11, go through that. Okay, and 12th problem in exercise 1.3. F is a function from R to R is defined by f of x is equal to 3x minus 5. Prove that f is a bijection and find its inverse. Okay, so here the function f of x is equal to 3x minus 5. That is, y is equal to 3x minus 5. We used to write f of x is equal to y, right? So, y is equal to 3x minus 5. So, 3x is equal to y plus 5. Okay, I will move this minus 5 to the opposite side. So, 3x is equal to y plus 5. So, x is equal to y plus 5 divided by 3. And this x is known as g of y. Okay, we'll define another function. So, g of y is equal to y plus 5 divided by 3. F of x is equal to 3x minus 5. G of y is equal to y plus 5 divided by 3. Okay, now we have to find its inverse. So, we'll find f composite g and g composite f. Okay, so to find, what is to find now? F composite g and g composite f. First, f composite g of y is equal to f of g of y. F composite g of y is equal to f of g of y. That is f of, what is g of y? Y plus 5 divided by 3. F of y plus 5 divided by 3. In terms of x, we have y plus 5 divided by 3. That is equal to, so f of x is equal to 3x minus 5. If x is here, here also x. But now in the place of x, we have y plus 5 divided by 3. So instead of x, you have to substitute this. So 3 into, instead of x, I write y plus 5 divided by 3 minus 5. 3x minus 5 என்ற டேர்ம்ஸில் எழுதியிருக்கேன் எக்ஸுக்கு பதிலாக, பிகாஸ் எஃப் ஆஃப் எக்ஸுக்கு பதிலாக இங்கே ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்கிறதுனால இதுலேயும் எக்ஸுக்கு பதிலாக அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் சப்ஸ்டியூட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஓகே, ஸோ 3 கேன்சல், y plus 5 minus 5, that is equal to y. So here we get f composite g of y is equal to y. That means f composite g is an identity function. Okay, f composite g is an identity function. Now we have to find g composite f. So G composite f of x, that is equal to G of f of x. Here G of, instead of f of x we have to write 3x minus 5. So 3x minus 5 is equal to, so G of 5, but G of y is equal to y plus 5 by 3. Here in the place of y I have 3x minus 5. So instead of this y I have to substitute 3x minus 5. So 3x minus 5 plus 5 divided by 3. Instead of this y I substitute 3x minus 5. So plus 5 minus 5 cancel. I left with 3x divided by 3. So 3 also cancel. That is equal to x. So G composite f of x is equal to x. That implies G composite f is also an identity function. So now we conclude that f composite G and is equal to I, and G composite f is also equal to I. Both are identity function. That implies, according to the definition, we get f and G are inverses of each other. F and G are inverses of each other. That implies F is a bijection. That is, F is 1, 1 and on 2. Okay, now we have concluded. So F and G are inverses of each other. So G is equal to F inverse. Okay, so G of y is equal to F inverse of y. What is G of y? F inverse of y is equal to y plus 5 divided by 3. That is G of y. G of y is equal to y plus 5 divided by 3. So F inverse of y is equal to y plus 5 divided by 3. So now I am replacing this y by x. So F inverse of x is equal to x plus 5 divided by 3, and it is the inverse function of x. F